time for a trader spotlight now. Here's a trader for you from the overseas markets. Take a look.
The first is market reversals, and I use a Fibonacci-based model which really picks turning points in advance in the market. And I basically got involved in trading through my father. I was almost pushed into it at the age of 15, but it was at 19 that I really started to get heavily involved in the market. And my father used to trade stocks and currencies on a 3 to 7 day basis. It was 2007. I was speaking at various financial conferences around the world, mostly in the USA, Russia, China, in Shanghai, and also in India. And it was actually a few months before, but especially a week before, I'd noted that the markets were completing a major reversal pattern in both time and also price and pattern. And at the time, it was almost laughed at when you're calling a top in a major bull run in the markets. And a gentleman by the name of Tim Borkin did an interview with me, and it was actually posted on the internet, and it was a week before the top of the market. And of course, since then, the rest is history. The market fell dramatically. It's impossible to predict the markets. You can forecast them, but it's very impossible to predict them. So one of the most important lessons I've learned and still am learning is to be patient and just let the market tell you what it's going to do. In the financial markets, you can be wrong, but as long as you're flexible, you're able to change your view on the market, you can make money. That's an easy one. That's Reminiscences of a Stock Operator by Edwin Lefebvre. It's a classic book, and it really teaches you everything you need to know about being independent in the financial market.
Let's move on now to our viewer responses to our chart quiz from last week. Doc, how did they do?
Yeah, in the last week, we had asked you to send in your reviews on the Nifty as well as gold. As usual, we received a lot of responses. And unlike the earlier weeks, we find a little bit of variance in the view. There are some who have been very bullish, there are some who have been outright bearish. From the list of sets we have received, I have picked the entry sent in by Anuradha Kumar. As usual, Anuradha, very nice job, nicely put. You have looked at both the daily as well as the weekly sets of indicators, put them up in the form of a table. I like the way that you've done it. I said so last week as well. You have also correctly analyzed the resistance situation in Nifty as well as the breakdown of the support situation with respect to gold. So these two were completely on the right track. Only one point which I wish to highlight, which is the trading conclusion that you gave. What you have looked at here and said that, okay, sell the Nifty below 5600. The entire idea of analysis is to find low risk entry areas for a trade. Now that you have said that the Bollinger Band has been hit and the stochastic has cut and prices have hit a trend line and they've been up for so many days, then if you wait for a support to be broken, then you will actually lose about 100 odd points. You don't want to do that. You want to trade as near your entry point as possible so that the risk is lower. If you wait for all the ducks to line up in a row before you fire a shot, it'll be far too late. Don't go chasing for the safety thing. Be bolder. So what if you're wrong? Doesn't matter. Your stop loss is there, and that will take care of anything which is wrong in your script. But be bolder. The whole idea of converting whatever analysis into action must be to trade at low risk setup.
Interesting analysis there. So obviously our sessions are working. We're getting really good responses from our viewers. For next week then, once again, give us a 2 to 3 week outlook. Do that for the Nifty. As also for Reliance, it's a stock that's seen a breakdown on the downside. How would you read into this? Would this be a buy opportunity, or would this be something to still stay short in? Take a look and let us know. Well, with that, we've come to the end of this session. Interesting gap trading strategies that we spoke about, some trend lines that we drew for you. So try and work those out on some stocks that you like, that you think have potential as per your stock screen. With that, it's goodbye then. We'll see you again next week.